box. It's up to them. But things need to get straightened out. So give me a few minutes. I'll do this little intro and then we're going to get right into it.
Pásenme un Marlboro de los rojos, de esos de hace rato traigo antojo, taquicardio me decía, primo es que así es la movida, las duras palos, impacto, las balas del diablo y yo solo pienso en tus ojos, las pierneras ajustadas, los peines repletos para tumbarles bien los mocos y no se sabe si esta salimos con vida. En el desmadre anda bien pila la malilla. Pura fuerza rígida bien.
Welcome in.
Pura verga son caricatura. Tostones palos de las alturas, lentesones palos vientos. Pero está el GT 500. Cachas de oro brillan en la cintura. Con el cuerno te llevo a la luna. París, Francia son mi cielo. Ya dejémonos de cuento.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Las duras palos, impacto, las balas del diablo y yo solo pienso en tus ojos. Las pierneras ajustadas, los peines repletos para tumbarles bien los mocos. Y no se sabe si esta salimos con vida. En el desmadre anda bien pila la malilla.
All right, everybody. I'm going to get into this. And I'm going to invite two individuals, two people that I trusted. I'm going to invite them in a box because I would like some explanations. I did speak with them yesterday, but there's a lot that is being put out. When you trust people, you expect that, and you would hope that people are truthful with you. That's always the hope. And they've helped out a lot, with the stolen valor cases and stuff of that nature. But I've also done my due diligence when it comes to doing FOIA requests, that I'm pulling FOIAs as well. It's crazy what I was watching earlier tonight. See, I will go watch, I'll pay attention, I'll see what's going on. I'll listen, I won't be disrespectful in nobody's live streams, and I'll listen to the information being put out. That's what I do, that's how I conduct myself, but never did I think that I would have to look into people that I thought that I could trust. Unfortunately, I had to unmoderate one of our moderators. I did have to unmod somebody from both of our accounts. The live stream, which was shared to Pops. So hopefully Pops will get in a box and we could talk about what's being discussed on the other live stream. Oh, Little Man doesn't? Okay. As soon as I see Little Man's comment pop up. So hopefully I could get Pops to get in a box. See, I trust people. I trust people because that's how I am. I've always been like that, especially when somebody's helping us out a lot. Oh, there you are, Little Man. Let me get you. Let me get you on moderator. See, I trust a lot of people. You know, when I moderate somebody, I just don't moderate people right off the bat. You're welcome, Little Man. I just don't moderate people right off the back. You know, I watch, I see what, you know, they're in the comment section. They're, you know, it's wild. It really is. And, you know, if I see somebody being messy, and if I see that people are showing comments being made on posts, messages are being sent, things of that nature, things that I didn't even know about. Now, so Trollovision is the one that had first contacted me like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And they sent me a bunch of stuff to my email. We're barely getting into this, everybody. So I got sent a bunch of emails by Trollovision, and I asked for receipts. You know, I'm a person that I need receipts. We're barely getting started, everybody. If I don't have receipts, I can't just go by word of mouth. We're just getting started. And that's how I've always conducted myself. If somebody comes to me and says, hey, look, this and this person is doing this and this is going on, I need receipts. I will never, ever just run off a hearsay. I need receipts sent to me. So, Trollovision did send me some receipts. 2 of them I questioned. So, some of the receipts that were sent to me were between Pops and a young lady named Stacy. I don't know who the young lady Stacy is, but it was messages between Pops and Stacy and Guardians of Valor and Stacy. Some of the things that I questioned was because I look at things, I watch, I see, I pay attention. So some of the things that I was looking at was dates and times. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at dates and times when these messages were going back and forth. I couldn't get no dates and times on these messages, and I'll pull them up in front of me right now. We're barely getting started, everybody. So I couldn't get any dates or times on these messages, and they're TikTok messages. And I have been busy working on projects. So, you know, between my schedule and no, I'm not saying anything about that, Trollovision. What I'm saying is I didn't see dates and times on the messages that were sent my way, because I could look at everything that was sent to me, but I just don't see dates and times on those messages. Welcome in, everybody. We're about to get started. So between the messages between me and Trollovision, things that were sent to me, and I'm going to look at them right now. Give me 1 second. So I was sent 2 pictures of an individual. Welcome in, everybody. Of an individual. One has a young lady in it with a gentleman, and one of the gentleman by himself. So that's where the messages began, you know, kind of with me and Trollovision. So then I said, well, I received the 2 pictures, but I need more receipts, because they were saying that Guardians of Valor was scamming people out of money. So I said, I need more receipts. That's what I need. So then what I got was a PayPal receipt, I believe. A PayPal receipt. Trollovision, if I'm wrong, is it through PayPal? I believe you said in these messages it was through PayPal. So, okay, through PayPal. So one of the things that I questioned, and this is just me, and I'm gonna redact some information on this, because I always do. So give me 1 second while I redact this information. So on these 2 receipts that I received, and let me grab the other one. Give me 1 second, everybody. And you know what? Somebody just followed my account, and I'm gonna. If somebody sees moderators, if you see an account in here called Purple Heart, get rid of them. If you see an account in here called Purple Heart, block them and get rid of them. They're not welcome here. While I'm redacting this information. But I was seeing on these 2, so it was the messages with no dates and times. You know, I question everything. No matter what, when receipts get sent to me, I'm going to question everything. So I didn't see the date and times on these messages, even when they're corresponding back and forth. So I was all like, okay, what's going on? And I'm not discrediting nobody. I want people to understand. I don't want people to think that, oh, you know, you're lying to me, or or this or that. I'm not discrediting that. You know, that's why I like to, if you're going to send me receipts, send me receipts. And get rid of that Purple Heart. They're not welcome here. They could go support who they were supporting. And I'm not even going to mention any names right now. So give me 1 second. I'm redacting this information on these 2 receipts. And then you'll kind of understand why I question things, just so everybody knows. Like I said, I'm not discrediting nobody. I'm not saying people are lying to me, but I will always question what comes in. Okay, I think, no. Give me 1 second. Sorry, everybody. This is a just out of nowhere live stream. So I didn't even prepare. So you just got to bear with me while I redact this real quick. Okay, do I have? Okay, yes I do. All right, so on this receipt that was sent to me by Trollovision, this is supposedly to Pops. Okay, thank you, Trollovision. So this was sent to Pops. That's what Trollovision is saying. And like I said, I've been busy. I got projects going on. I got a business to run. So, you know, I got a lot going on. So he is no longer a moderator because of what's coming out. So, as you can see, this is what I'm questioning. So, if you have a PayPal account, at least with myself, I just like for myself, I just can't go and change my name on PayPal. And this is why I just question things. So what I didn't understand was, and I'm going to pull up the other receipt. So what I didn't understand was how one receipt has just a first and a last name, and then the other receipt has a first, a middle, and a last name. That's what I was trying to figure out. That's why I was questioning these PayPal receipts, because, like I said, me, myself, I just can't go and change my name on PayPal. You see what I'm saying? I just, they'll ask a lot of questions. It could be two accounts. It could be two accounts. Like I said, I'm not saying that the person that sent this to me is lying to me. What I'm saying is, was it two separate accounts or was it one account? Hey, Trolavision.
Hi, I just wanted to clarify because I have the other ones too. So, okay, that's the original when she first sent it, and then the one that I sent you is the actual receipt. So that's why it says on the receipt it just says James Monin, James John.
Yeah.
And then on the actual receipt it says James blank.
Okay, so
I can send you an email so you can see what I'm talking about.
yeah, so that's what had me confused, was that one of the receipts that you sent me had a first and middle and last name. The other one only had a first and a last name.
Yes. So one is like when it initially gets sent, and then afterwards you get an actual receipt, which has the transfer fee included in it, and it only gives the first and the last. But I have the copies of both of them.
Okay.
So that was my fault that I didn't send them, but I was trying to send you pieces just to make sure that, like, to open the door so we could talk, because I had so much more.
Okay, Trolavision, like I said, I don't want you to think that you're lying to me.
No, I get it. I can understand.
And even when I was saying that the messages that were through TikTok, they didn't have dates or times either on them. So
yeah, you know how on TikTok you have to scroll all the way to the top to see the actual day that you're on? So I have those as well. So it was hard to like incorporate it all with dates because of the way TikTok runs.
So from what I understood, Mrs. Stacy, on the other live stream, some money was for a knee brace. Am I correct?
Yeah, the $300 that you see there is for the knee brace. And I have that one where it states that it is the actual for the knee brace at the bottom.
Okay, and then the other receipt that you sent me, the 150.
That was for the cell phone.
So this
apparently Gov's phone was turned off and he needed money, and Pops asked for it and gave his PayPal information, and the money was sent.
Okay, so essentially, so who did you say that this account that the money was sent to belongs to Pops?
Correct.
Okay, and then Pops was supposed to forward the money to Guardians.
In the message that I got, he said he was waiting for Guardians to send his login to Spectrum, and then he was going to make the payment.
Okay, so But Mrs. Stacy stated that it wasn't only these two. There was two other payments.
Yeah, so there was some payments made sent for food because he didn't have any Gov didn't have any food. And then there was a story that Pops and Gov found a homeless lady behind a Walmart with two children, and that they wanted to get her a hotel room, but funds were tight. So Stacy sent the money for the motel room for the mother and children who were homeless behind Walmart.
Okay, so is that because I had to get out of that other live stream and come over here, and I have to address this immediately because I had to unmoderate Pops out of both of our accounts. Guardians of Valor was never a moderator for us. Who said? The other awareness is saying I'm rude for going live. Why would they get upset? How this is what I don't understand. Why if I don't address this situation, so the other awareness creators are upset because I left their live stream and I came over here to address this because Pops was our moderator. So now they're upset because I came over here to address this. That's unacceptable. Thank you, Trollovision, for kind of clarifying that. Is there before you go, Trollovision?
Yeah.
Are there any other victims that have come forward?
That I know of, no. This is the only victim that had came forward.
Okay, so right now, uh, as from what you know, it's just Miss Stacy.
As far as I know, from what I have heard, I only had Miss Stacy approach me.
Okay, and if you want to send me anything else, Trollovision, that you haven't send it on over.
Okay.
I have to address this immediately. I don't want to take away from their viewers over there on the other awareness because that's not what this is about. Being that Pops was a moderator for
I
us.
get where you're coming from. You have to address your community and the people who support you, and your community trusted that person too. I understand.
Thank you very much, Trollovision.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Have a blessed evening.
You too.
Yeah, I didn't do it to be disrespectful to that live stream to the awareness community over there, because I have always said that the awareness community needs to come together to address things. So I don't, if they think that I disrespected them in any way, that's not my intentions. My intentions is Pops was a moderator over here. So I have to address it immediately. Not wait till tomorrow. Not wait till the following day. This needed to be addressed immediately. So, I have nothing bad to say about the awareness community because that's not how I conduct myself. What I'm doing is I'm addressing the community over here because Pops was a moderator over here. Hey, Palin.
Hey, Mr. Homie. Hey, so I wanted to let you know my phone is messing up, so I can't see the comments. But that comment that wasn't addressed towards you, that was addressed towards Trollovision. She has some questionable integrity that's being researched, and we didn't want that to fall onto you because she's over here. And I couldn't get to you fast enough to let you know what was going on. That wasn't addressed towards you, sir. We know
Okay.
that you need to address what your platform, your community, the people that support you. So you're absolutely in the right doing all of this. You're fine. It is not on you. And I couldn't get to you fast enough to get out of that live to let you know what's going on over here. So you addressing your people and your crew, which is the awareness community with all of us, you're fine. It unfortunately, there's some other things going on. You're doing the right thing by allowing your people to know what's going on and getting Pops out of there. So I needed to clear that up. A lot of people don't know what's going on because we haven't had the opportunity because we always take what's going on with priority first, and Gov was a priority, and then the rest of it will be addressed later. So
Thank you, Palin.
okay. Thank you, homie.
You're welcome.
Have a good night, sir. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Um, as far as um, wow, that was I didn't expect for that to happen. That went sideways real quick. I don't know what happened. This is wild. Okay, I'm gonna give a recap. That was interesting. So I needed to address what is going on. For the ones that are just joining, I'm gonna explain. I had to unmod Pop. I had to unmod Pops. Pops. There's so the word is everybody's confused. I don't know what everybody's confused, but let me do the recap. So I had to unmod Pops. He was a moderator for both of our accounts because some things are coming out. Messages are being shown. I don't like when people are messy. Yes, so that what they're saying is Pops is Guardians of Valor. That's what's being said. I get it. It's a headache. I get it. So what they're saying is Guardians of Valor is Pops, that they're one and the same. They're the same person. Allegedly. That's what they're saying. So I had a discussion with Pops yesterday on the phone. I had a discussion. I did call Pops, and the one thing I will do is address it with any of our moderators. Any of our moderators, if there's something going on, I'm going to address it with them off the app, over the phone, not only on TikTok messages. That's how I conduct myself. It's not to throw nobody underneath the bus. It's not to do any of that. It's essentially to have a discussion, explain what's going on, and try to get some answers. So, hold on, I got to get a count out of here. Okay, never mind. Okay, and if anybody's being disrespectful in the comments, they'll get escorted out of the live stream immediately. So, I did talk to Pops, and I let him know, hey, this is what's going on. You know, there's the Guardians of Valor situation, everything. They're saying that you're one and the same. I talked to Pops over the phone. I have talked to Pops over the phone. Now, let me say this. And Pops was invited to come get in a box. Mrs. Homie did share it. Yes, he does. Zero the hero, yes. I analyzed the voices, and yes. But what I was telling Mrs. Homie, yes, Pop said that they were not the same person. What I told Pops on the phone was that, so has anybody came across an account called Lines Were Crossed? And that account was around when we were doing the Dax Emery. Okay, sorry, I had to get rid of an account. Now, for the ones that, yes, okay. Okay, checkmate. So, Lines Were Crossed is Guardians of Valor. I told that to Pops yesterday. I specifically told Pops that I know that Guardians of Valor owns the account called Emails. That's how I know that for a fact. I went back and checked my emails. I went through all the emails. lines were crossed is Guardians of Valor. That's 100% guaranteed. So lines were crossed helped us with the Dax Emery investigation. And then we had a falling out. So when we had a falling out, they were calling me out because they claimed that I ruined an investigation. But I never ruined an investigation. I put out what I got permission to put out. So what was shared to me, I put it out there, but then all of a sudden it went sideways. And then the account lines were crossed, teamed up with Do Better, Be Better, or Be Better, Do Better. Better, do better. I don't know if people remember who that account was also an awareness account. If it's lagging, go out and come back in. Or I'll get somebody in the box. I'll get somebody in the box. I'll put somebody in the box if it's lagging. Give me 1 second. I'm going to have to put somebody in the box. Hey, Ms. Bev.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Ms. Bev. Sorry that we had to be here on this occasion.
No problem. I'm just going to listen.
I had to let them know. Now, I'm waiting to see if Pops is going to come get in a box and have a discussion with me. He's been invited. You know, there's a lot of questions, and I'm just looking for answers. You know, you trust people. I trust them in hopes that I don't find out that messages are being sent on the back end that, because you know, when you trust somebody, you hope that all intentions are good. And I see in the comments that a lot of people don't trust a lot of people, but it's just who I am. And so now I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to stick with our moderators that we have. Yes, Miss Charlotte, a lot of people are shocked. The moderators that we have, I've never had an issue with, but I'm going to be super careful. Super careful now. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to accept any more moderators at this point. This is the second time. Hey, Auburn.
Hey man, how you doing?
Wow, not good, my brother, man, because once again I've been duped, and I feel like I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, Auburn.
Yeah, it's happened to me a lot, but I'm fixing to make it even worse if you allow me to do that.
Go ahead, Auburn.
Your moderator down there, Bluegill.
Oh,
What
shit.
the fuck? Because I have to let people find out on their own, because that's how I had to find out, and I think that's the best way. Because they'll be like, you know, they'll look forward to the rest of the shit. But Bluegill, ain't no way, bro. She went, no, Bluegill, are you fucking serious? No way. She gotta go. There ain't no way, man.
What
But I'm
happened?
gonna make it even more worse. The lady that you was talking to, Trolla,
Yeah.
she begs for money on the back end.
Oh, what the? Is that the one
I
that?
got proof. I got proof. Yep.
Oh,
Time for her to deactivate her account too, I guess.
so that's why Fallon came and got in a box.
Yep. I'm sure that's why. But I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Oh, for God's sake! Isn't
I
Trollope
mean, I hate to be
always?
that way, man, but I've been doing this a very long time, and I know who to trust and who not to trust.
Well,
And
the
if you
reason
see
I
them around me in
the,
my
the
life, that's who I trust. Do what now?
so the reason I let Trollovision up was because she is the one that sent over the information regarding um, Guardians of Valor and Pops.
Yeah, that's usually what they do, right? Go through another SP situation, but bluegill, that's a bad motherfucker too. And I know you just finding out about pops, but I just have to be honest with you. And I've been holding this in for a while because I like for you to find out the hard way, like I did, because that makes you more aware. It really does.
Well, I know you're one of the OGs, Auburn, and um, I remember when you helped us out with the Gordo Loco situation. That was a hot mess in itself.
I'm just being honest with you, man. I don't lie. I have no reason to lie. I don't get on here and lie. And I know you don't either. There's no reason to fucking get on here and lie. And these people are lying, trying to expose liars. Now, how in the fuck does a liar expose a liar? It just don't work like that.
Oh, well, thank you for coming up, Auburn. There's a lot I have to deal with now. Unfortunately, I have a business to run, and I'm been busy lately, and then I haven't been holding as many live streams as I used to, and the holidays are here. My focus is my family, but then I have to deal with this situation, and then I got to deal with another.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen you on a few times. I was glad to see you back. You and Mrs. Homie after the bullshit that happened to y'all.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
didn't find out about that till later because I'm real. I work all the time. I don't have time to be on here. And when I do, I try to have fun. I don't try to get into no bullshit. But I had to tell you, man. I had to fucking tell you that bluegill. I'd stay the fuck farthest away from her as I can. Why you think she never said nothing to me in the chat? Because she knew I was finna say something.
All right, Auburn. Uh, I'm going to deal with this whole pop situation right now, and then just great. And then I don't know about this Trollovision and what's going on there. But thank you, Auburn. Greatly appreciated.
You have a great night, sir, and thank you for letting me up. I had to spill the truth to you, man. I couldn't watch you suffer no more longer after the SP shit. And I was like, surely somebody told him. Why didn't y'all tell him?
Oh,
Somebody had to tell you, but I had to tell you. But you have a good night, sir.
have a good night, Auburn. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Oh, this is wild. I'm just dealing with this. So I'm going to deal with this pop situation in this whole Guardians of Valor. I don't know what's going on with the with the Trollovision situation. If she's begging on the back end, that's a whole different ball game. This whole live is just went. This live has went sideways. I I'm at a loss for words, everybody. I just Pops was invited. When I spoke to Pops, uh, I don't even know. This is wild. Hey, Miss Bev.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words too. Very disheartening evening. I was so excited to see you go live, but yeah.
Saltwater Soul, you could get out of here. I don't know who you are, but well, as a matter of fact, I'm going to leave you in here. I don't care. We didn't know what was going on with Pops and Guardians of Valor, and I'm not going to block that account because there's no point in blocking them. Is it embarrassing? It sure is. this ain't the first rodeo that we've had where we trusted somebody and then then we have to question. So I didn't block that account. It's okay. I didn't expect to be dealing um, with all this tonight. I expected to finish off the week, finishing up my project for a wonderful person that we met on TikTok, and obviously we're not. I'm not going to finish off the week like that. Um, so I'll see if Pops messages me or calls me. I really don't have communication with Guardians of Valor. You know, it was mainly my communication was with Pops. Um, it's just not what I expected for this week to end. It's yes, I talked to Pops over the phone yesterday. I've talked to Pops several times. So that's what I was asking. That was another question that I had. Is it 100% confirmed? Because what was being said is Pops is Guardians of Valor. Guardians of Valor is Pops. So that was my other question. Was it 100% confirmed that it's one and the same, right? And what type of confirmation did they have? That's the only question I had. Um, Besides, the receipts that were sent to me. So I don't know. It's kind of wild. It's wild, and I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting with the awareness creators. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go back and forth because I don't have nothing against awareness creators. Um, okay, tired of nonsense. Um, and I'm not questioning what people are saying. I just have like questions. Okay, 100% confirmed. Because this is wild. This is wild. And I'm not going to go after awareness creators. Anybody that was just holding a live stream or any of that. I didn't know about Trollovision. Tina Sue, I'm going to get rid of you for sure. I know who you are. I know. Let me get rid of that Tina Sue. I got him. Um, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. The things that we have to deal with in the awareness community um, has been wild. And like I said, I don't have nothing to say about the awareness, anybody in the awareness community. I just didn't, this blindsided me out of nowhere. I just, and these streets are wild. I could say everything is wild lately. I've been seeing some things that I'm questioning. So there's a lot going on. I get it. This is the second time something has happened. We had to deal with this with SP. And then I ended up calling SP out several times. Like I said, we got help from Guardians of Valor with some of the stolen valor cases, which I verified, and that's that. I'm gonna see if I get any response and see what the response is, but I highly doubt it. And I'm gonna let everybody know my focus from here all the way up into the new year is going to be my family. My family is going to come first and foremost, and making sure business is good and family. The holidays are here. Dealing with headaches like this, no, I don't need it right now. I'm going to address what needs to be addressed. That's why we have this live stream. And I personally think, here's my opinion. I think that I have tried to bring awareness as respectful as possible. There might be some people that disagree with me, but I have never doxed anybody. I don't go real live. I try to learn from the OGs that have been around for a long time. I mean, I don't know how much more respectful I could bring awareness. But other than that, thank you, Ms. Bev. Mrs. Homie, we'll keep in contact, Ms. Bev. Now that the holidays are here, and so we're gonna make sure that things are gonna try to be on the up and up. I'm not gonna live stream as much, everybody. I'm just gonna do what's necessary for my family off the app. That's all I can say for right now. I'm at a loss for words with this. So I hope everybody just enjoys your evening. Thank you, Ms. Beth, for getting in the box. We greatly appreciate you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody, and have a good night. You have a good night.
Ms. Beth.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. This is just too wild for me. And hey, much love and respect to everybody. I don't know what else to say, but have a blessed evening. Enjoy your time with your family, everybody. Spend time with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Enjoy the holidays. And yeah, I'll see everybody whenever, probably after the new year, everybody. I'll see everybody after the new year. Everybody enjoy your holiday season. I'm getting out of here. Have a good night, everybody. I gotta go. Everybody have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. Oh my God. Have a blessed evening. Enjoy your holidays, everybody.
Amá, tengo que salir. Ya me voy.
En nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo.
Have a blessed evening, everybody.
Cuídate mucho, mijo.
Happy holidays. I'll see everybody
Hey,
after the holidays.
te quiero, ¿qué?
Ok.
Voy a manejar mi troca por la madrugada. Alcancé a despedirme porque no pensaba que la muerte me esperaba. Me tomó del brazo. Gracias por sus oraciones. Ya estoy descansando, recordando todo lo bueno de la vida que fui gozando. Voy a abrazar a mi padre cuando sople el viento. Voy a besar a mi madre cuando llueva recio. No olvidaré a mis pequeñas, mi mayor tesoro. Carnal, cuídalas, es lo que pide este morro. El fuerturo, por seguro, les prometo que estaré en cualquier segundo, desde el cielo. Yo los veo, la clica que no me extrañe, pues acá nos vemos. Y este corridito se va hasta la H. Descansa en paz, mi compa Arturo. Pura fuerza rígida, viejo. Otro pedo. Hoy tomaré una cerveza junto a mis panas. Compa Federico, saben que hubo buenas charlas. Mi troca la más chingona en todo Houston, Texas. Ya no podré pilotearla, lo que más me pesa, pues me pesa su belleza. Las carreras, la de andarse, el humo y vida recia. Carnal Alan, cabrón, llévatela más tranquilo. Los cuatro en la bola saben que fui buen amigo. Cuando suenen los motores de las mamalonas, recuerden al Arturo que parta. Les recuerdo que los quiero. Me fui bien alegre montado en mi ranfla. A huevo, viejo.
Have a blessed evening, everybody. Happy holidays to you and your family and your friends. And we'll see everybody after the holidays, after the new year. Have a blessed evening, everybody.